For these Cornell notes, we're going to be recording measures of temperature. And the title is going to be 8-8 Measures of Temperature. We did time yesterday, and we've been doing the metric system, and we've been doing the customary system, and now we're going to look at the temperatures in the metric system and in the customary system. Okay, in your Cornell notes, you're going to write down number 1, inside your bedroom, 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Inside your bedroom is going to be 68 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about what it is in the classroom. This is temperatures like what you hear about outdoors when they give you the temperature on the news. Those are in Fahrenheit. So 120 degrees Fahrenheit would be super, super hot. Okay, number 2, chocolate chips starting to melt in your hand. Okay, the key is starting to melt. Is that going to be 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Fahrenheit, or 100 degrees Fahrenheit? So in your Cornell notes, write down chocolate chips starting to melt in your hand. Write it down and then choose, is that going to be 60 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Fahrenheit? Well, 60 degrees, that's pretty cool. They're not going to start to melt, but at 100 degrees they would. So that would be 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 3, write down snowflake. Would a snowflake be at negative 15 degrees Celsius or 10 degrees Celsius? Okay, a snowflake would be negative 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, if you think about the benchmarks that we had for temperature, you saw these not too long ago. For freezing, that's 0 degrees Celsius. Well, 10 degrees Celsius is warmer than that, so it would need to be negative 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, number 4, lava flowing from a volcano. Would that be 70 degrees Celsius or 100 degrees Celsius? Okay, 100 degrees Celsius, remember, is boiling. That would be 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, number 5, rain in a tropical forest. 10 degrees Celsius or 40 degrees Celsius? Write this down. Rain in a tropical forest, 10 degrees Celsius or 40 degrees Celsius. Which one would it be? 10 degrees Celsius is not much. That's just a little bit more than freezing. So this is quite warmer than that. It would be 40 degrees Celsius. Celsius is our metric units for temperature. Water in a goldfish bowl, 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So write down water in a goldfish bowl, 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Remember that this is like 100 degrees outside. This is summertime hot. 68, that's nice and cool, which is what you need for goldfish. Number 7, we're going to give a reasonable estimate for each activity. So number 7, surfing the internet with a computer. Okay, if you're in the computer lab, you want it to be about 70 degrees. A lot of teachers will have it about 68 degrees. If you're in my classroom, it might be at 72 degrees. What are these, Celsius or Fahrenheit? These are Fahrenheit. Okay, water skiing. When you're water skiing, it's summertime, it's hot outside. Okay, that would be about 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey, maybe that's too hot. Maybe you'd rather go do it when it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Sitting in front. Oh, time out. We're supposed to do these also in Celsius. Okay, so in Celsius, this would be about 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's comfortable. And in the summertime, it's about 30, somewhere around 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. Number 9, sitting in front of a fire burning in a fireplace. That's going to be pretty hot. It's not boiling, about 95 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the summertime, it's about 30 degrees more or less. So if you're in front of a fire, it's going to be a little warmer than that, 35 degrees Celsius. Playing table tennis. There you're indoors, so that's going to be about 68 degrees Fahrenheit again, or comfortable 20 degrees Celsius. Sledding down a snowbank. Okay, you're supposed to be writing these down. Are you writing them down? All of these today are written down. Sledding down a snowbank. Now we got to have it to be really cold. It's got to be below freezing. It's got to be, water freezes in 0 degrees Celsius, so we need it to be colder than that. So maybe negative 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, in Fahrenheit, 32 degrees is freezing. So snow, if you have snow hanging around, it might be below freezing, 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Playing football. That could be about anything. Maybe here in the valley it's, I don't know, about 80 degrees, 85 degrees when they're playing football. Let's say 80 degrees. 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so that might be about 25 degrees Celsius. Make sure that you're putting labels on these because we need to know. Okay, number 13. The Johnsons purchased an air conditioner. Should they set the thermostat at 18 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees Celsius? Okay, 50 degrees Celsius. Let's go back and look at number 9. Sitting in front of a fire burning in a fireplace, that's 35 degrees Celsius, so that's hot. So can you imagine 50 degrees Celsius? Yikes, that would be super, super burning. Oh, we need 18 degrees Celsius. Okay, number 14. It is a cool, crisp autumn day. If the temperature reads 15 degrees, is this 15 degrees Celsius or 15 degrees Fahrenheit? Remember, in the Fahrenheit system, 32 degrees is when that's freezing. Okay, Fahrenheit. Okay, so that would not be this one. It must be this one. Okay, number 15. A paint can says not to paint if the air temperature is above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Your thermometer says the air temperature is 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Should you paint today? Explain your reasoning. No, you should not. No. That's because 35 degrees is close to 35 degrees Celsius is close to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, I gave you that clue right up here. 95 is close to 35. Right here. Okay. That's too hot. And number 16, chemistry. Iron is heated in the process of making steel. Iron starts to turn from a solid into a liquid at about 5,182 degrees Fahrenheit. About how much hotter must iron be to start melting than frozen water needs to be to start melting? Okay, frozen water, 32 degrees Fahrenheit is when water freezes, so it would start melting at 33 degrees Fahrenheit. So we can take 5, it says about, so I get to round this, about 5,180. I rounded that. Minus, now let's round 33. That's about 30. So that's about 5,150 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, now you are going to go do quiz what? You're going to do quiz 8. Okay, that is for a grade. Please do that now.